Wow, I guess I'm live. Yeah, that is a case of Corona down there on the floor. Well, let's bring up my live thing. Yep, certainly is working. Let's do a quick sound test. Down there on the floor. That's working too. Perfect. And of course, I do need to go to my own channel. And I need to advertise the fact that I've gone live. Hee hee. Got to see the preview of the stream myself. And I need to share it. One person watching, that's probably just me. If I don't tell YouTube about it, how would they ever know? And I need to share it. Oh dear. There we go, that's like 70 people that know about it. Look at this. Gotta go here too. Bad food. But I bet you guys didn't know I had a Reddit thing. They actually offered for me to be a moderator of bad food porn for some reason. Can't think why. Might have something to do with my... well, of course I'm a moderator of that place. Facebook. And a page you manage. Well, hey, now I can look at that one. And I can keep an eye out for the comments. If any of you are going to make any. You don't normally, you're quite a quiet lot. Let me just say hello to everybody. What I'm going to be cooking today is a stir fry. I'm going to do the rice in ye old rice cooker because the Ninja Foodi doesn't do the rice as well. Oh wow, that's great. Capital letter ran the wrong way. That'll do fine. Right, that's my coffee mug from earlier. Here we go with ye old rice cooker. Fantastic invention. Just takes rice and cooks. One of my favorite things because this is the measuring thing for it. Not the actual whole thing, but this. This is like a US cup, I think it is. You put 2 of those in. 1, 2. It uses a metal that demagnetizes when it reaches a certain amount, which is the same as the way the Ninja Foodi does a lot of stuff. It has all of these cool inventions, like these cool little things that stop water and steam from coming out of it, and even catches the water around the hinge. Absolutely awesome. Very similar to this. Look, if you look at the design, it's all very similar. But this only does rice. You can do vegetables and a few other things in it. But making a bit of a stir fry just for me and Max. And I'm going to use the kettle to fill it, just because it's a convenient thing to put water into. And the type of rice I'm using is actually a fragrant jasmine rice. It's long grain, a type of long grain rice, but it's a Japanese one that wants to be sticky. So it just takes a little bit more water than advertised. A tiny bit more, and you don't wash this rice. It's a starchy, sticky rice that takes like a little tiny bit extra water than you're supposed to have. That's how many cups you put in as to how much water. Close lid, push cook, and there we go. That is the hard part done. One comment and 1 viewer and 1 like. That must all be me. Oh, concurrent viewers excludes me. Okay, that's interesting. Right, now whilst that's doing, I need to get the fried part done. This was used earlier and needs washing up. As you can see the kitchen's a bit of a mess. This is from last night that I haven't bothered clearing up. But I'm not going to be using any of that to do a stir fry in, because the stir fry is going to be done in this big frying pan here. Nope, probably this pan. There, but we've got to wait for the rice to cook. So the only other thing to do is to prepare the rest of the ingredients. One of them I know is in a tin in the back of this cupboard, which is sweet corn, which always goes really well in any stir fry. Other than sweet corn, we're going to need some other vegetables. What do we have here? Carrots. Yep. A couple of those diced up will go okay in the stir fry. We can cook those a little bit beforehand. Not much else in here. Cucumber will go okay. Yeah. You can fry cucumber a little for a stir fry. Oh, look what I found when I was in the shop. It's an alcoholic beverage circa 1997 or 1998 that was actually, I actually thought this stuff was banned, because essentially this alcoholic beverage looks like a kid's drink. It's called Hooch, and it sort of made news in this country. It was incredibly weird and incredibly funny. I just bought a can because I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they still sell this stuff. It's basically alcoholic lemonade. I'm not going to be drinking any today, but the stuff is really amusing. Oh, and check this out. Look at this. Reindeer sausages. Deer sausages, smoked. So essentially venison sausages. They're cured already and they're smoked, and they're going to go really great in some with some mashed potato. Hey Maximilian, how you doing?
I was trying to look up the live stream from my laptop.
You can watch it from your computer.
My laptop doesn't actually work.
Yeah, it does.
It defaulted to the screen when I already did the pin.
Okay, well then use the computer.
You need to do the option for the teenager account.
Okay. Okay. I need to peel these. Peeling things somewhere around here. Oh, I think it's been put back in here now. Yeah, there we go. It switches location. Sometimes it's upside down in here, sometimes it's in there. Nobody knows why. Look, this is a Jamie Oliver bamboo chopping board, which was given to me as a Christmas present. I don't mind Jamie Oliver. He just has very, 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 very unrealistic timelines for his actual cooking. Yeah. It's a bit off-putting doing this in front of a laptop, especially seeing what I'm doing on the screen as well. Guess I can put up highlight videos. There we go. Need to get a knife. Chop those up and chop up some of the other stuff. Oh, no. Let's go for the good knife. This knife cuts into the chopping board same as it does the vegetables. You've got to be quite gentle with it. You can hear it scraping everything. It's quite aggressive.
I cannot look at it.
Oh, it's because it's a live stream and you're set with the kiddie stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's that, fair enough.
Stuff, only my age, so why can I not watch YouTube?
You can, but live streams are considered to be more adult content. This one isn't labelled, isn't it?
Actually teenager content.
It is, yeah, because people could say anything like you could, and, you know.
I'm going.
Let's put those in there. They'll get fried a little bit when I'm ready. Oh, can you hear that? Let's have a quick peek. It's bubbling away. No one wants the end piece. Oh, this is starting to go soft. Actually, that side there is soft, so let's get rid of that. So just add an additional bit of texture. Cucumber does add to this kind of stir fry meal. So this gives it a little bit of extra something. Might as well drain these as well. Although I don't want to fry these very much. So I'll put those on the side, ready to go in later. Let's get the top light on so that's easier to see. Let's move this out of the way. That needs all to get... I think the pan's okay. Yeah, that's not being used. Oh, that pan lid's dirty as well. That goes with that. Sunflower oil for this. Olive oil would not add to the taste. Oh well, add sunflower oil. I'm going to have to order some more. Oh, there's still a bit more in there. So all these damn bumps on the side make it easier to grip and harder for the oil to get out. I'll have another go at that another time. Might as well season it at this point. Or taste it and season it again later. Reasonable amount of garlic for a stir fry. It's one of those ingredients you don't think about. Let's get that pan warmed up. Can you hear that? Bubbling away. That will be ready reasonably soon. And the other part is the sausages that were already cooked before, which are going into the stir fry. Two of them. These are elk sausages. Elk is a type of animal. And we had them for breakfast. There's a couple of them left over. So I thought, what better than to put them into the stir fry? Trying to reduce the number of times I'm going to have to wash my hands. Shove the laptop out of the way. Nice thin slices. So these is a cured and smoked sausage that we then cooked in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and oh my god, does it smell nice. The meat is very dark. The sausage is fantastic. And it's going to go really well in the stir fry. I'm going to have to touch it. And I think, because it's going into a stir fry, I'm going to want that smaller. Well, trying to make a terrine to cut in half there. Should have cut the sausage before going that way, but this knife is sharp enough that it'll be very unforgiving. Let's pop those in there with everything else. That's starting to smell good now as well. You can smell the garlic coming off of it. See, this really isn't bad food. This is going to end up as quite good the way it's going. Certainly smelling good. Why am I using that? I've already got my hands. Yeah, might as well go the other way. If I just touch myself with this knife and I'm doing any downward pressure, it's going to go through me. It's extremely, it takes no prisoners. There is no resistance when I cut through something. It really does scare me, this thing. Pressed and folded Japanese steel. Hey, there we go. See, that's a base for a reasonable stir fry there. Getting there. Just one more ingredient. Oddly enough, let's make some space for it. Going to need a bit more fat, so unfortunately, not extra virgin olive oil, but we're going to need olive oil because this stir fry is going to have 2 eggs in it, and so I'm going to need to bolster That's good. I wanted them to break anyway. Yeah, it didn't get any shelling. Less calcium. The shelling is, of course, more calcium. Hey viewers, 5 of you now. This is really like doing mini scrambled egg. If you've ever done egg fried rice, you actually don't cook the egg with the rice. You cook it before the rice goes in. Seems to confuse a lot of people, but otherwise you end up with sort of like an egg pie. The rest of this is all cooking. Yeah, see, here we go. We're getting there. One ingredient which I like to put in at this point. Some's going to go in later as well. That's dark soy sauce. Don't worry about how unappetizing it looks at the moment. That'll all sort itself out in a minute. That's not what I need anymore. I now need that. Cool, the eggs all separated up. Come on, hurry up, rice. It's going to sound odd, but it needs a tiny bit more oil. The rice will absorb a lot of that oil. You end up with quite a bit of oil in a stir fry. Alright, we're ready now. Just need the rice cooker to do its job. It's getting close. Can't open it. Opening it totally ruins it. This device needs to stay closed while it's in this stage of cooking. There's some really nice hot steam coming out. I've had this Tefal rice cooker for over 10 years and it works every time. It's the most simple device in the world. It's made out of pressed metal. I believe it's one of the most widely used cooking devices in the world. Come on. Alright, we're just about at the right point. I'm going to take that off the heat so nothing burns. Come on. Once all the water's boiled off, as soon as it hits like 98 or 89 or 98 degrees centigrade, I can't remember, it's 98, I think it's 99 degrees centigrade, there's a little magnet puck that pops down, tonks the switch down, and it's cooked. Love rice cookers. Hey viewers. Hey Andy. Wow, 7. That's a record for me. My highest last time was 5. Advertising pays. I mean, at the end of each one of my videos, which I only think about 20% of my viewers get to the end of the video, to the whenever people see that bumper thing come up at the end, they click off. So somebody said you really shouldn't have one of those because it increases your viewing percentage. I really didn't think that was like a practical thing to go on about. Didn't seem to make much sense to me. Come on. Almost ready. That's just waiting for the rice. Almost ready. Put this over there to get washed up. Could live stream the washing up. That wouldn't be much fun, would it? Hee hee. Hee hee, stir fry. There we go. Switch has gone down. It's gone over to keep warm. I'll just give it a couple of seconds. Perfectly cooked rice. Look at that. Every single time. And this type of rice, as I said, got kind of really good at getting this type of rice just to the right point. Now what I need is to bring this over, shovel the rice into here and shove it back on the heat. These rice paddles, they don't let the rice stick to it. They pick up like a whole portion in one go. They're really cool. And to keep it sweet, this is the point where I'm going to add the sweet corn. Yeah, and I think perfectly cooked rice, done. It's a little spoon holder for that. That is one of my favorite cooking devices. It has never, ever, ever failed me or done me wrong. You can even flavor the rice by putting stock cubes in it, and it still cooks it to absolute perfection because it's all based around the water. So this sticky rice actually does fry well, but needs to be on a high temperature. And unfortunately, as I said, this is a meal that uses a lot of oil, and I can tell by the smell. Needs a bit of pepper, tiny bit of salt for seasoning, not too much. Oh yeah, are we out of cayenne pepper? Almost. Looks like we're out of cayenne pepper. It's only going to give it there's only a tiny bit on that anyway. Perfect. It really smells wonderful. This is the bit where the sweet corn goes in. We drained the tin already, so the liquid had gone. As you can see, fold that in. There we go. Oh, sweet corn smells coming off nice. Got the smell from the elk sausage, from the 2 elk sausages, the smell from all of the vegetables, and now the sweet corn just adding on the top. Bit more of the dark soy sauce, a couple more minutes, and it's ready for serving. It's the soy sauce and the garlic, they give it that distinct flavour. A little bit of eggs in it as well. Let's give it a quick taste, see what we're dealing with. Perfect. Can't cook it for too long, or the rice will get soggy. The rice just needs to dry out just a tiny bit. If you were doing this and planning it more than I had done, you have to wash that properly later. This bottle always drips. Now I'm covered in dark soy sauce as well. Hello there. Well, that's the stir fry ready. If I cook it much longer, should be really using a wok for this, but my old wok broke and I haven't bought another one. But a pan's a pan. Wok just helps sort of dry it out faster. It's got a better shape to it, more surface area for the heat. Looking good. Max, your food's ready. Oh, rice paddle again. Do you know what it is?
Let me look.
Stir fry.
I don't like stir fry.
Yes, you do. Spoon for you, I believe. Here you go.
I don't like stir fry.
We have this conversation every time, and every time you say it tastes great afterwards. Go on, try it. I'm going to eat some as well, and I've got to take the rest off the heat. Ooh. What do you mean you feel weird? Are you on a big chair?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? And there's some left over for Andy. Let's sit down and try this and see if we can figure out some of the comments. Right, you're going to have to bear with me for 2 seconds. I think I'm going to have to transfer the camera off of the chest mount, or I'm going to have to stand here and eat. But I think I can unclip it pretty easily and then point it that way, and you can watch me eat from the bowl. Yeah, not bad, eh? And I can view your comments. Hi everybody. Wow. Reply. Hello, Ian. Really should clear up, shouldn't I? Look, we got bits of tomato everywhere. I guess it makes it look more authentic. Real YouTube Let's Chat. Don't really have any special effects or other angles to go on, really. Might be a good idea. This tastes really nice, by the way. Doesn't it taste good? Apparently I'm getting a shaking head from Mac. Doesn't taste good. What's wrong with it? You like rice?
Everything.
Everything.
The sauce.
What's wrong with the sauce? It's just garlic and I could actually do with a bit more soy sauce. Do you want a bit more soy sauce on yours if it's not salty enough?
It's salty enough.
Would you like some tomato ketchup on it?
Yeah, I want tomato ketchup mixed into my one.
Go and get yourself the tomato ketchup then.
You know what?
Kids, huh?
You know what isn't for kids?
What?
A 4-foot chair for a kid on a small table.
We can come and eat over here if you want.
Nope. I'd rather watch stuff instead of watching you eat. Instead.
Do I think working from home is here to stay? I don't think so. I think things will get back to normal. I think working at home was always a factor for some people.
Ooh.
And in every job I've done for the last 10 years, it was always an option.
What is this?
That's a drink you're not allowed. He found this. It may say lemonade, but it's not for kids. Go on.
Oh.
And that attraction to children was exactly why this stuff was pretty much introduced new laws about alcohol containing sugar and advertised towards children. That's gone back at the back of the fridge where he can't see it. I left it on the wrong shelf. I think working from home will be here to stay, because I think it will be, but I think only in the way that it was before. And I mean, some companies have really embraced it. I've seen sort of adverts like, sort of not adverts. I've seen forum chat posts on Reddit and places from people who claim to work for large companies where they said it's going to be pretty much the norm for certain departments, but I can't see it staying for good for certain industries. For example, anybody who needs to be in person to do their job can't really work from home. And although Zoom has opened up many avenues, I think all of the pandemic has done is accelerated by 10 years that which people were already going to do. It's accelerated maybe the working from home by 10 years. More people are doing it and it's more interesting. But it hasn't changed. I don't think it's been a big change. I don't think we're done with the pandemic, though. On a global level, we've probably got more than a year to go before everybody's even close to being inoculated. And although India is going for its wave, there are many countries in the world which haven't had a serious outbreak yet. It will come to them. And you can remember the last pandemic lasted 3 to 5 years. This one will probably last the same. It all depends on the disease and how fast we sort things out. So working from home will certainly be here for a while, but to stay, I don't know. Yeah, shop assistants. There's all sorts of people who can't work from home. One thing I think that will stay, though, I think the amount people relied on deliveries and Amazon, I think those are key changes which will remain. I think that food deliveries and things like that will remain in the way they are. A lot of people did take food deliveries before, but I think it went up to a massive percentage, and I think a lot of that percentage will remain. A lot of supermarkets are going to have to change the way they operate permanently because of that. Yummy stir fry. The one problem I didn't foresee with doing a live stream was that the food wasn't going to take very long to cook. So there isn't much of a show this week. I have to plan something longer for next week. Also, this might very well be the cheapest meal I've ever done here. The rice was less than £1 a kilo, and we used about 350 grams. The sausages were about £3, and there was only 2 of them left, so that was less than 80. We had 6. That was for lunch, or breakfast stroke lunch. So this entire meal's 2 most expensive ingredients were under £1. So this entire meal, what does 3 cucumbers and a tiny piece of, that's well under, that's about 20 or 30p's worth. That bag of carrots, which we took 3 out of, which had about 15 in, cost £1. So I imagine this entire meal cost well under £2, oddly. Not that I'm even trying to save money. But for once, not really. Well, This could be technically bad for you, bad food, because there are much healthier ways to prepare rice than stir frying it. Most expensive ingredients were probably the 2 eggs.
Something's wrong with this chair.
Don't wobble the back, I've got to fix it.
Yeah, but I think it feels like a tooth what's wiggling.
Very, very, very true. Right, well, I think that's it for now. Not much more to do now, I guess, than let's think. Well, there's really one more thing I should probably review, isn't there? I've already teased it, so let's open it and try it. No, I can't actually. That would make the stream an 18. Can't drink alcohol on a stream unless you put it to an 18, if I remember the rules correctly. Let's pop you guys back in the holster. Sorry, this is going to be noisy. There we are. Right, thanks for watching. I've now got to clean up this mess I've made. And I've got to put this away so my wife can eat it when she gets out of the bath. I think she's in the bath. I'm not sure what she's doing. Probably getting ready for this evening to watch television. But there's a good portion there for her. So, thanks for watching. Please like and share. Sorry this wasn't such a long one. Stir fry doesn't take very long to cook. I'm going to have to cook something a lot longer next time. Thanks for watching.